Hey YouTubers, I'm here to talk to you about the Gfx 50S. Some more impressions on this camera and what I think about it so far. Hey YouTubers, today I just want to talk to you a tiny bit about the Gfx 50S medium format mirrorless camera by Fuji. Now, there's a couple of things that I've mentioned in some of the other videos that I've made about this camera that I really do like so far. I love the ergonomics of the camera, the way it feels in your hand. So far, the glass by this company, by Fujinon, is really impressing me. I have the 32-64 f4, and I also have the 45mm fixed focal f2.8. Both lenses are absolutely stunning. And today, that's what I really want to talk about. Because the reason why is that looking at some of the specs at some of the full frame cameras that have roughly the same megapixel count and comparing. So I was comparing with the D850, the Sony A7R, and I was looking at these cameras and I was realizing that they have a lot of specs. They have high burst rates, super great dynamic range, and a lot of other stuff. So I was wondering, what is the claim to fame about the Fuji GFX 50S if it has a high megapixel count, it has great dynamic range, but a lot less of the features of these other cameras? How does it beat those cameras? Well, for a lot of reasons in terms of spec and actually run and gun, doing different sort of workflows, the GFX 50S would not be the camera for you. It is an underwhelming camera to say the least. It has 3 frames per second. It's a bit clunky when it does take its shot, but here is the deal. In terms of the bottleneck, which is lenses and glass, it excels very much so. Now, I phoned the Fuji people and I told them this. I said, listen, we have the D850, we have the A7R, and we have all these other cameras that are priced relatively less and offer a whole ton of specs and the high megapixel count and relatively good dynamic range that almost matches or surpasses the dynamic range of the GFX 50S. The short answer is the following. You are buying into a system where glass dominates. And if you ask me, the most important thing in any photographic bottleneck is the glass. So the G line of lenses is a line which has roughly a up to 100 megapixel count of resolution. For that reason, you are buying into a system which will ipso facto give you better results. Sony has Zeiss, Nikon has Nikon, which with all due respect are excellent lenses. But I do believe that one of the biggest factors in buying the GFX 50S is to buy into the glass system. The lenses are world class. The resolution of the glass, putting the light onto the sensor, is also very high. And that cannot be said of the other camera systems. I am going to get a lot of people yelling and screaming at me on this and what I just said. But listen, it's all about discussion. You guys mention below, tell me what you guys think about the GFX 50S system, and we can talk, we can discuss about this. I really want to hear your opinions. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget everybody, keep on making something from nothing.